Happy Halloween, everyone. Hope y'all are doing well. My name is Mr. Hut, and today I'll be showing you what the original Halloween gear sets look like in the original game through Project Oxide, and also give you a tour of the Jedi Temple at night. If you don't know what Project Oxide is, then I suggest watching my Clone Wars Adventures 10 years later video. It breaks down how multiple Clone Wars Adventure projects coexist, and how Project Oxide is different from Clone Wars Adventures emulator. I also suggest checking out Blaster Nice Shot's channel for the latest updates on Project Oxide. His channel is linked in the description. Some of the biggest differences between this project and the emulator is how each project is accessed and what each project prioritizes in terms of content. So since July of this year, Blaster and Jimmy managed to include all gear sets and weapons from the original game, even unreleased items. They also achieved character and lightsaber customization, which is huge because no other CWA project has achieved lightsaber customization yet for general players, as far as I know. This feature was unique because it offered so many customization options like the blade shape and effects. It's also nice because at the moment, there aren't any restrictions to these cosmetics like the original game that limited items to crates, station cash cards, or classes. Same with the emulator. So if you want to learn more about this CWA project, then check out Blaster Nice Shot's channel and my video. So regarding the character customization, I thought it would only be right if I continue being a Trandoshan. I gotta stay consistent. But anyways, I thought this would be the perfect time to showcase what Project Oxide has achieved lately, and again to show you what the original gear sets and the nighttime Jedi Temple look like in higher quality compared to footage from over 10 years ago. With the intro out of the way, let's finally look at the original gear sets. So I'm starting off with the pumpkin heads. So there were three of them. There was Asajj Ventress, Count Dooku, and General Grievous. All of these were pretty unique, to say the least. Especially Count Dooku's really long, elongated pumpkin head. It definitely matches his just absurd character design in the show. And then we got General Grievous. So compared to the emulator, only staff members can use Count Dooku's pumpkin head, but even then it's I still miss wearing that even as a general player. Next up we got the blinged out Clone Trooper Phase 1 gear set, and it is still as glorious, as perfect as I remember it from over 10 years ago. Just look at that pristine coloring, that gold paint job. It's practically sparkling. It's brand new. And the neck chain and rifle just complement this outfit so well. Next up we got is I believe it's called Gypsy Rider. I remember this one, but I don't remember it being popular, and I remember it being notable because you could see the players' faces through the mouth. Overall, it's alright. Next up we got is the Pink Tusken Raider in all its glory. As you can see, I can play a little animation depending on the weapon I have, and everything about this gear set looks great, and all those little details like its little pouches and pockets, everything looks great, especially the mask. And here we got the Jedi Pirate outfit. So this one, I remember it being unique because of the Grievous peg leg. And as you can see, I can do this this unique animation. So as I mentioned, in Project Oxide, you can basically do all of these unique animations depending on the type of weapon you're holding. So for dual wielding pistols, you could do that animation I was doing. With lightsabers, it's a different animation, and so on. Next up we got is the purple Wampa outfit. This outfit is just ridiculous, but honestly I think that's what I love the most about it, because it's It's just pink and it just looks funny to me. But then we have the Zillow Beast costume. I personally am not a fan of this costume because of how weird it makes the player's arms and legs look. It's compared to all other character models, this one makes the characters look way too skinny in my opinion. But other than that, the horns and then the face, the mask, everything looks great. I mentioned this 2 years ago, but it with the Trandoshan species, it looks like it looks like the character is shedding off its skin. So I guess it works in my favor, being a Trandoshan. And continuing the absolute drip of Clone Troopers is the spiked out Clone Trooper gear set. And this one, everything about it just exudes drip, in my opinion. The spikes, the coloring, the shading, the unique helmet. What's not to love about this armor? And in my opinion, I don't know if anyone else agrees, but the helmet, to me, it looks like a cross between a Clone Trooper helmet and the power armor from Fallout. And continuing the trend of absolute masterpieces of Clone Trooper gear is the Skeleton Clone Trooper gear set. This one is an instant classic. I think it's because of the black and white coloring, but also because it just screams Halloween, especially the complimentary scythe that goes with it. Just perfection in my opinion. And after 10 years, it still looks amazing. Probably one of my favorite Halloween gear sets of all time. And look at that nice animation that goes with it. Anyways, that wraps up the gear sets. Now let me give you a look as to what the original masks look like in the original game, starting with Chancellor Palpatine. It's funny that they made a mask out of this guy, because I am sure in no way that Chancellor Palpatine will turn out to be an evil person corrupted by the dark side. That would be wild. Speaking of evil, we got General Grievous again with his own mask. And just like all of these masks, they go directly into my skull. I can't do anything about it. I think it's just my character model. Alright, next up we got this mask is super jarring. I think it's because of how big it is and because of the eyes. This one is definitely the most spookiest of all. Next up we got Jabba the Hutt, which I am in no way related to. We just share the same name. His mask is super wide, but they got his likeness correct, I guess. Following up, we got the Max Rebo mask. I don't think it's Max Rebo specifically, just one of his species, but it's still a pretty unique mask. It's one of my favorites from the mask. Next up, we got another jarring mask, which is Padme Amidala. I think it's jarring because of her eyes being cut out. It looks pretty soulless, especially with my green eyes behind the mask. Again, fits with the spooky season, I guess. Following up is C-3PO, classic character, and whose mask also goes directly into my skull. What's not to love about this mask? But all of these masks make everything jarring with the eyes, being cut out. Like, look at this one with Yoda. I think it makes it even worse because of my Trandoshan eyes. But I guess that fits the theme of spookiness in Halloween. Well, that about does it for all the available cosmetics from the original game. So now let me give you a tour of the Jedi Temple at night. That's all I have for y'all today. I hope you guys have a great Halloween, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Take care.